technically, you are wrong. Dude, you're cooked. And then you get out of it. It's the worst Thor movie. Isn't that Captain America Winter Soldier? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Junkie Channel. I'm your host, John Junkins, and it's time to nerd out. So I went on Reddit these past couple days, and I asked, hey, what's your MCU hot take? I got some good responses that I actually heavily agreed with, and some responses that left me questioning my sanity. So let's get hype and let's read some hot takes. I enjoyed every show except Secret Invasion. I'm sad we'll never see lesser characters get their own projects like that ever again. I really hate What If. I'm just going to be honest with you. A lot of those shows, I kind of agree with you. I don't really have a big problem with. Secret Invasion is the worst live-action TV show. I will say that. All the rest of the ones are pretty fun to watch. I don't know, like Moon Knight. But then there's She-Hulk, which is kind of boring. And also not very funny. Sure, this is like a mild agree. I don't think MCU fans are toxic. I think people say that about fans who disagree with them, but understand it's all subjective, but want to complain anyway. I have to disagree with you there. MCU fans, I feel like, can feel pretty toxic sometimes, especially when you do disagree with them. I know that that's your point, that it's like, oh, they can't, but like, that's the whole thing. They just can't. You can't disagree with them. Like, if you genuinely tell somebody that you like She-Hulk to, like, a big MCU guy, dude, you're cooked. People are too obsessed with bringing back Natasha and Cap. Characters die in every franchise. Move on. Ding, 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 ding. I agree. I don't think any of the movies have been nearly as bad as people thought at the lowest point. These movies are meant to be entertainment and seeing characters you like on screen. Yeah, but we don't like the characters that are on screen. That's the thing. This take, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. These movies just haven't been that good. And I know, you might be like, yeah, but they've always been, not the best. They're a little hit or miss. But I mean, when you go from some pretty generational films to some pretty mediocre ones, I think people are gonna notice. Yeah, there's not a lot I love in the multiverse saga. There's a lot I really enjoy. There's not a lot I love. No Way Home. I guess I love that movie. Shang-Chi. Like I said, there's some hit or misses in this, but I can't even call some of these early multiverse movies that enjoyable. I'm gonna be honest, I know a lot of people love this movie, but Black Widow is an example for me. The Marvels is an example to me. The Marvels and Black Widow should have been good. There's some stuff in Black Widow I really like, but I think ultimately that movie just completely fell. Same with the Marvels. Actually, kind of a fun concept for a movie, but it was boring and bland and just another generic superhero film instead of trying something new. That's why I think Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four worked so well, because those movies were trying something. They were trying something pretty cool. So yeah, screw you. I hate how people say Tony and Bruce made Ultron. This is false. The Mind Stone made Ultron itself. Are people even watching the same movie? Okay, I understand that, but they are the ones that built him. So, like, in a technically, you are wrong. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Captain America should have retired with Steve. Just caused massive damage to the brand? Are you racist? Hawkeye is the best Avenger in movies, comic, and animation. Whoa! Hawkeye, Winter Soldier, and Scarlet Witch should have already had their own solo movie, especially over other characters. I'm so sorry to Wanda Glazers. Scarlet Witch doesn't need a movie. I know how much you guys love Wanda. I get it, okay? You guys can... I'm not trying to yuck your yum, but I know I don't want to watch a Scarlet Witch movie. A Winter Soldier movie? Isn't that Captain America Winter Soldier? A Hawkeye movie? I mean, he has a TV show. Do we need more? The MCU has always been very meh to great. post-Endgame quality is the same as pre-Endgame. There has always been not good MCU from the start. Thor 4 isn't even the worst MCU movie, let alone the worst Thor movie. Here's what I'll say about the first 2 Thor movies, right? Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna throw this out there right now. You know, Thor 1 and 2, say what you will about those movies. Thor 1 is okay at best. Thor 2 is, yeah, it's a pretty bad movie. Everyone knows it's not that good. It's kind of boring. Thor Ragnarok is a lot of fun. Thor Love and Thunder, I think, combines all the worst things that you can do with that character. Puts it into one movie. The MCU had a quality problem. There's no denying that. I think they were incredibly consistent. Maybe not in Phase 2, and they had some stinkers in Phase 1, but when you come Phase 3 and you finally find your flow, and then you get out of it, Thor 4 is the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst Thor movie. Maybe not the worst MCU movie. That goes to the Eternals. I think MODOK was the best part of Quantumania. And is the only element of that movie I'm willing to defend. I don't know what planet you're from. I don't know what timeline you're from. But you need to get out. Because I need to clean this timeline. And you are going to be the first one I erase from existence. I may have gone a little too far. I may have gone a little overboard with that reaction. Natasha should have survived and led the new Gen Avengers. Okay, yeah, I kind of like that take. That's a cute take. When viewed as a character study of Nick Fury instead of an adaptation of a beloved comic crossover event, Secret Invasion is quite good. What? No, now granted, I haven't rewatched it in a long time. I don't think I ever plan on rewatching it, but when I was watching it, when I remember watching it weekly, it just, the show doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's kind of one of those quality projects that things happen in like a show or a movie, and you're watching it and you think to yourself, that thing just happened. I don't know why it happened, and it's upsetting me that it happened. But it did. And I know that sounds really weird to explain, and you're probably like, John, that legitimately makes no sense. But Secret Invasion, to me, is one of those shows where things happen, and I stay really confused, and I'm always just like, who wrote this? Who directed this? And why did this happen? The first Guardians of the Galaxy was fine, but it's hugely overrated by the fans. 2 and 3 are miles better. I will always say that I think the first Guardians is the best Guardians, in my opinion. 3, I think, comes really close, and sure, 2 is the weakest one, but I still think 2 is a good movie. All of these are good movies. All of these are good movies. Stop trying to make one of them bad. The whole Guardians trilogy is great. Quantumania is great. I'm moving on to the next one. I'm moving on to the next one. I'm tired of people saying there's objectively good or bad Marvel movies. Taste is subjective. You want to know what else is subjective? The fact that Ant-Man Quantumania sucks! I wish they'd recast T'Challa. That character meant a lot to some people and didn't get enough of a chance to shine. I don't think it was honoring Chadwick to kill him off. Okay, I think in the new reboot, we should totally recast him. Recasting him in the second movie, I don't know how much I like. I really, really liked Black Panther 2. Actually, I know this might be unpopular, but a little bit more than Black Panther 1. And I don't think that at the time of that movie coming out, recasting T'Challa was the best idea. People were still mourning Chadwick, and I think recasting him just wasn't the right time. Now I feel like it's the perfect timing to recast him. Black Panther should be one of those characters like Spider-Man where multiple actors throughout multiple generations should have the chance to play him. That's one of those characters that deserves multiple roles, in my opinion. Hawkeye is the best Avenger in movies, comic, and animation. Alright guys, well that's all the time I have. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. All your support means a lot to me. If you guys like this hot takes video, please comment down below your own MCU hot take. Make me heated in the comics, alright? In the comments. in the comments, not the comics. Just make me heated, okay? Like, subscribe, do all those other things I always tell you guys to do. Okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.